Can you catch 3 points in 2 minutes and absolutely catch a massive move in a market like this? We're going to be discussing our third red day in the row, how you can trade it tomorrow, how to clear your mind for tomorrow, sharing our game plan in our Forex as well, which is going to bring some rosy smiles to a lot of you, as well as our full stock analysis. I am Mark Melnick, and this is the Newsbeat Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mark Melnick, Senior Trading Strategist here at T3 Live, and we're going to discuss exactly what happened in our room today, as well as what you could do tomorrow to potentially capitalize in a meaningful way inside this market. We're going to start off with our third red day in a row and how to trade it tomorrow. So finally, running right up into resistance here on the triple Qs. You could see we pulled back. We broke through three I feel critical moving averages here. An exponential 8 moving average, an exponential 21, a simple 50. And it looks like we should at least get a bounce tomorrow. I see no reason why the Qs can't get to 166.28. I'll repeat it. I see no reason why the Qs aren't going to get to 166.28 tomorrow. We're gapped up right now to 165.13. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to open tomorrow, but I think there's going to be a full other point within there. And a lot of news flow coming back, a lot of great things to talk about. I do think you're going to be able to look for a lot of names to get a little bit of reprieve, if you will. We're going to be taking a look at names like, for example, like NVIDIA, just some random name that just fell down today. I don't see any reason why NVIDIA can't get to 236, 237 tomorrow. I want you to be watching your lottery option calls. What do I mean by lottery options? It's basically options expiration, as it is every Friday. You could take really cheap bets, really low risk, high reward opportunities, much like a lottery ticket, low risk, high reward, right? Dollar in a dream. And a name like NVIDIA, if we get this move in which I'm insinuating, I've seen $500 bets turn into 3, 4, 5 grand, things like that. Very big moves in terms of that. And I just think it's going to be, very huge opportunity for lotto calls. So I'm a bit excited about this down move here. There was an algo buster reversal here that we caught for those who took my training course. We called 174.80 in Facebook as a bottom today. You actually ended up hitting 174.41, and then you bounced all the way up towards 176. You're trading 176 and a quarter after hours at the moment. So names like Facebook will give you an opportunity. Names like Apple also hitting that level. We also had a bottom call on Apple here today. Will give you that opportunity. And I just think you could take any of the names that pretty much, as long as there's no big downgrades coming in tomorrow, you could pretty much take any of those names which gotten beaten up and just take a small risk long in them. That is what I'm looking to do. That is what my strategy is going to be. So let's just move on and talk about letter X, which is obviously U.S. Steel. We all heard what happened. The White House said they were going to talk about tariffs. They're going to talk about tariffs, obviously, for Chinese steel, Chinese aluminum coming into this country, making it harder for the domestic producers of these metals, making it harder for them to sell their metals because it's cheaper. Bottom line is, companies are all about dollars, right? Coming in, if you're buying for, just to use silly numbers, if you're buying a pound of steel for $2 from a Chinese company, why would you pay $4 for that pound of steel from a U.S. company? It makes no business sense. You're not trying to look after the bottom line of U.S. companies. You're looking to do the best thing for your business as possible, which is a very normal and a standard thing. So White House announced today that they were going to be talking about the tariffs that they're going to be imposing upon Chinese imports. And we were watching names, of course, like letter X, which was U.S. Steel. And I just want to show you one of the things that we were able to do in U.S. Steel today. And I'm just going to have it just drawn out for you guys. Basically, we shorted at the dead top. Like, if you want to know what, we actually don't talk a lot in our room, and that's one of the things that people really appreciate over time. We only really talk in the room when we need to talk. I'm not here to throw out. I'm not here to throw out 200 trades at you and hope that 55 to 60% of them work. I'm here to throw a few trades at you, and I hope that 70, 80, 90% of them work. That is pretty much my goal on an everyday basis. When I speak, when I'm talking about a stock, when I buy a stock, when I sell a stock, I am looking for consistency, and that's what you should be looking for too. And that is one of the reasons why we're the fastest growing trading room in the nation right now, is because people are appreciating this style of broadcast. I'm not here talking about, a million names. I'm not here reading off a filter for you. I'm bringing quality over quantity, and I will do that for the rest of my life, for as long as you guys give me a chance to do so. So, take a look at this letter X. I'm using this as an example today where we took an intelligent trade and we added in a little bit of we got a little bit of good luck behind it as well, and I'll be honest about that. You ever notice that in the market? You ever notice that there are some traders who are always get unlucky, who are always in unlucky situations? You know what's funny? I'm generally in lucky situations because I believe if you always trade intelligently, you're setting yourself up to actually be within an intelligent situation, an intelligent position. So what's happening? Here's a simple 5-minute chart of letter X. Letter X is climbing right here into the 4670s. 10 minutes before we buy puts, we're like, guys, letter X looks like a short above $47. This is today. Letter X looks like a short above $47, guys. I'm going to buy puts if it goes above 47. Stock breaks 47, gets as high as about 47.16, I think it was. I went ahead and bought puts, and literally, people in the room jumped in, bought puts as well. Literally, like 45 seconds later, the stock plunges. Literally drops, almost $3 in a matter of a couple minutes. And then, of course, dropped even a little lower after that. So we literally bought puts at the dead high of letter X today on the intraday and literally chucked them as they were going lower. A lot of you guys were like, well, how did you know to short letter X above 47? Well, here's an ascending resistance level I have at, look, $47 is exactly where this line is. And we drew a simple trend line. If you guys took our trend line course, you know exactly why we were doing it. And we waited for letter X to get above there. So letter X literally got above $47 right over here. Right over here in the morning. It got above $47. We bought puts. And those puts, some of them went up 600-700% in value. I bought the ones that were just out of the money right nearby. I took the $47 puts. Those things over tripled in value. It was a phenomenal move and a phenomenal time trade, and it worked brilliantly. That is just one example of us doing an intelligent trade and getting lucky with the timing. So why did it plummet like that? Was it that my technical analysis was so good that it was just a monstrous sell? No, nothing moves like that without news. This is why we're the Newsbeat room. This is why we run the Newsbeat live room. This is why this is the Newsbeat show. We take as many factors as possible into the market. I'm not going to come in on a normal day and just buy a random stock. I'm not going to come in on a normal day and just short a random stock. I want everything lined up with me. So we took letter X. I thought letter X was going to have buy the rumor, sell the news. Everybody is talking about the tariffs. So what do I mean by buy the rumor? I mean, literally go up. X gapped up a point or two today, right? And then sell the news. The White House was going to talk at 11 a.m., so I wanted to buy puts to be part of that. White House comes out, says, we're not going to be talking about the tariffs today. We'll talk about them next week. And the stock just plunged. And we were buying these puts at the dead high of the dead low of the day. We were buying them when the stock was at its dead highs at the moment. So just an absolute phenomenal catch. One person in our room made $24,000. That's a lot more than I made on this trade. And congratulations to everybody who capitalized on this. So we're going to talk a little about clearing your mind for tomorrow. I know it's been a really weird week, and I just want to sort of talk off the cuff here. Things that you could do that would be intelligent for you, things that you could do that would potentially help you. What I really want to say is, this is a market where, you're not supposed to catch every move. So there was one of our room members who was asking me, you're sitting here and you're calling bottoms and you're catching bottoms, but why wouldn't you catch the bigger move? Why wouldn't you catch the bigger move short on a day like today? I mean, here's a 15-minute chart of today. Here's a 15-minute chart, and the market for the most part went down. I mean, you had much bigger down moves than up moves. But my answer was very simple. For me, I know that I could call these bounces extremely consistently. Every single call I make, by the way, in the room, I will always be right 70% or more of the time. I pride myself on that number because the only strategies that I do within this market are correct 70% or more of the time. The people who caught the short move today probably made a lot of money. But then I beg to ask, how much money did you lose in the past 2 weeks shorting? That's always the $1 million question. And then I spoke to I spoke to another member of the room who's a money manager, manages a lot of money, 50 million plus, decent size account. And I'm talking to him, and he's like, yeah, look, nobody here is shorting, he told me. Nobody here, nobody around him is shorting. Because the problem with shorting is not that it's not an intelligent move. If you were that person who just knew to short over the past 3 days and ignored shorting in the past 3 weeks or 2 weeks, for example, in the triple Qs, you're a genius. And I respect that. I respect that. And you're one of those geniuses. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. That is one of the hardest things that I think a lot of traders do, because a lot of you traders, you're really good at certain things. You're really good at it. Some people are really good at shorting. Some people are really good at swinging. You all have your strengths. You all have your weaknesses. The power of our community is combining the strengths of every single trader into giving you sort of a smorgasbord of a buffet to pick and choose the type of strategies you wish to implement. So really what I do, I know I'm good at what I do. Today, not the biggest day for me in the world. I made $12,500 between all the names I traded today. Decent day, right? I'll take it. It's my best day this week, given the type of action we're doing. The other day, for the first time this week, the other day, yesterday, I didn't make one trade. I sat there on my ass and I didn't buy or sell anything. And people are really impressed with that. And I know I've been telling you guys in the room, guys, just take it slow. Take it really slow. I mean, this has been a really hard market to figure out. Really, it has been. The majority of traders I spoke to outside of this room are losing money. A lot of them had good days this week, and a lot of them had really bad days this week. How common does that sound for you as a trader? You're probably down money overall, but you had a good day this week, at least one really good day, and you had a really bad day, at least one really bad day. How common does that sound to you guys? For me, I had 0 bad days this week. I had a day where I made 0 and lost 0, where I didn't make a single trade. I have a day this week where I made like $200. I have a day like that as well. But I know that if I wait patiently and that if I wait for the market to set up in a way in which I am comfortable with, I can easily not only capitalize on that situation, but I am going to very easily be able to convey my thoughts in the room and give you guys an extremely high probability situation to make money. So that's what we do well. That's what we do well. I'm a phenomenally consistent trader, and it's because I act like this. And if you were over trading, all I have to say is just give me a chance. For you guys listening on YouTube and Facebook, you could sign up for this room if you're a first time ever subscriber, you could try this room for $7 a month for the first month. Give it a try. Let me know how much money you make with me. Let me know how much money I save you. There are hedge fund managers and money managers that follow me just to hear that sort of prep up, just to know that when they should push the pedal or not. Because all these guys will tell you the same thing. They'll tell you when I come in the morning and I'm like, today's going to be a good day, guys. This is the day where we could hit our gas pedal. That's where they make the most money. The experience I have from losing money. I've been trading over half my life. Over 50% of my life, I have been a day trader. So what I'm saying is the way I learned this was from losing money. I didn't wake up one day and said, wow, I know exactly what to do. I only learned what to do by losing. And I tried to project what I have learned through those experiences, channel them into positive experiences, and make money in the future. That's how we get to where we are today. And if you decide to press that due diligence, you decide to control your own actions, you decide to wait for the most powerful setups where you feel every bone in your body knowing that this setup is good. You wait for highly consistent ideas. You guys know in the room, if I call out an idea, I'll be right 7 out of 10 times. You guys know it. You guys know it. You guys just wait for consistent ideas. You wait for them. You trade intelligently. You are not only going to weather past this recent storm, weather past whatever gains, losses, however you've been trading recently, but you're going to start making more money in this year of trading than you probably ever had in your entire life. Stick with the program. Stick with what works. Stick with intelligent trades. Tomorrow's a new day to trade intelligently. I can't wait for it. I'm actually starting to get excited again. So, pretty good. We had two winning forex trades in a row. That was I was on a little bit of a negative streak there momentarily. So we're going to go ahead and share our game plan and our forex ideas, and just a very simple game plan. I'm going to be talking about 10x. This is a little biotech company that was really getting some phenomenal action today. If I showed you the 5 minute, you'd be like, "Huh? What the heck is this?" I bet some of you missed it. I bet some of you caught it and know what I'm talking about, or at least looked at it. Here's 10x, a company that went from $4.50 today all the way to $12.63. So it went up 8 points from its high. Just a really powerful move. I'm going to be watching this thing tomorrow. I gave you guys a very simple 15-minute trigger here at 11 and a quarter. That's the level that I'll be watching for tomorrow. It's trading at 11.10 right now. It's up 50 cents after hours after closing at 1060. Very powerful move. Very powerful move in this little biotech company. I see no reason that we won't get a quick move to the upside. I see no reason why we can't get to 13 and a half, 14 and a half, $15 and maybe take a quick sell opportunity while this thing is within our reach and within our favor. So watching 10x tomorrow as my game plan long. You guys want my forex trades? All right. We actually got filled on one of our forex trades. We had two that worked in a row. The one that we just got filled on, of course, is Great Britain pound Japanese yen. This is the third Japanese yen trade we're in. The last two worked. I also have a couple new orders, three new orders here. Euro US dollar, Great Britain pound US dollar, and the New Zealand Japanese yen. You have my size, you have my symbol, you have the price I'm bidding at, you have my stop loss, you have my take profit. Also, for those interested in my Twitter service, for those who sign up for the Newsbeat alerts, I'll be sharing these forex ideas with you in real time. It's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool how it works right now, because right now what we're doing is we're actually sharing. We're actually sharing when we buy or sell something. So you'll get like flat Aussie dollar yen. You'll know where I'm taking off Forex trades. You'll have other stuff as well, flat euro yen. I'm going to be posting Forex trades here every night from now on. So you get a lot of cool advantages by being part of that too. Or you could simply be, log in every night here and watch the Newsbeat Show. You'll also get my Forex trades for free, but you won't know how I'm managing them. And one of the beautiful things for the way I manage them is I sell them throughout the day. And the issue here with the Newsbeat Show is you guys get to speak to me every 24 hours. So if I sell something in the middle of the day and you're in the middle of your primary job or whatever, you could simply go on your smartphone and exit your position with a couple clicks. And you would get that heads up through our Twitter service, in which I will be sharing with you from now on. So that's how I'm going to improve the Twitter service. You guys got my game plan. You guys got all my Forex trades. You guys got how I want to trade for tomorrow. I think we're going to be able to get some longs and a lot of the beaten up names. I think the Amazons, Googles, Nvidias, Facebooks, and 1,000 other names will work to the long side here today. We showed you how we were able to catch $3 in 2 minutes on letter X. That was a very nice catch today as well. And of course, now we're going to go to our full stock analysis. That is for members of the Newsbeat live room only. We are the fastest growing trading room in the nation. Happy trading, make money. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.